Oh yeah, like I said, we're absolutely disappointed. Um, yeah, I think it happened throughout. Even if you went right back to Adelaide, whether it was with bat, ball, or field, every time we had a chance to go ahead of the game, we let it slip. Um, happened a little bit in Sydney, obviously, with our with our fielding, and then probably yesterday a bit with our batting. We continually lost wickets when we were trying to put the foot down and couldn't quite get a partnership together. And I thought every time India needed to do that or needed a wicket, someone managed to do it for them. So again, you just got to give them credit. I think they won the key moments. Just said then to JL, like we turned up to Sydney on day 5 and the Gabba on day 5 in as good a position as you would want to be in, I reckon, and couldn't get the job done. So yeah, there's some things that we should have and could have done better. At the same time, I thought India their batting group were amazing in both those day 5s. Yeah, I think so. I think we still do the same amount of planning against our opposition. Venues in Australia can be very different from venue to venue. Again, I think everyone's got a great plan for opposition, but I think India just managed to play better than us. They managed to get through our plans for longer than we managed to get through theirs. That was basically, particularly in the key moments. So we planned, as I said, we turned up to Sydney on day 5 in a very good position to win that Test match, and we turned up here at the Gabba on day 5 in a very good position to win this Test match and couldn't get the job done. So I'm not sure whether the wickets, with the lack of cricket they've had, I'm not sure that certainly Sydney didn't do as much as we thought it would do on day 5, and then even today I thought that wicket was really going to open up and there'd be cracks in it everywhere and balls would be flying, but it didn't happen as much as we thought it would. But again, I mean, India's batters turned up and wore it on the body and toughed it out and kept soldiering on, and then took the game away from us late. So you got to give them credit for that. Well, again, I think their guys came in and played their job, played their roles, and that's what you expect of anyone, whether they're big name players or not. I think they showed they've got some real depth and some real skill, some very skillful bowlers and some very skillful batters. And as I said, I just think they outplayed us. I don't think we took them lightly or thought we were going to roll them over. They're a very proud cricket country, and as I said, they've got a huge population and a lot of skillful players to pick from. And they played bloody well. As I said, they toughed it out. They were disciplined. And the guys who came in and played a role. We haven't spoken yet as a group. Obviously, we had the presentation, and then I'm in here. But look, it's funny, isn't it? I think I've said it before. It's the Alistair Clarkson quote I heard many years ago: "Is it's never as bad as you think, and it's never as good as you think." And I think in this series we probably had both of those. We walked away from Adelaide with everyone saying we were awesome, and we were pretty ordinary for most of that Test match, except for an hour. And then we've had, the last 2 Test matches, we've absolutely copped it for being awful. But as I said, we walked into day 5 on both those Test matches in great positions and did a lot of good things. So, we've got to keep perspective on it. We've been outplayed. We had our chances to win this series and to win this Test match, and we didn't take them. But my message to our players will be that we've got another opportunity in a month or so's time, and international cricket is absolutely tough. It's a bloody tough sport. It's brutal, and you're going to cop flack, and that's part of it. But we're in a really privileged position to be able to cop that flack. So at times it can weigh, I suppose, younger players down. But I think at the end of the day, it's a real positive that you're in the position that you're in, and you're going to have plenty of critics, plenty of armchair critics, but they're not out there doing it where the guys are out there doing it, and we're giving our all for our country to win every time. So that'll be my message to our boys: is we learn from our errors and our mistakes in this series, and we look to get better in the next one. I think they grow up playing spin, don't they? I mean, that's what Indian teams are famous for. I think Rishabh in particular, he's so skillful that he can hit the ball absolutely everywhere from any line or length. So, but again, I thought today Lino created plenty of chances. Close LBW shout early that goes his way, and Lino's that sort of bowler. He can get on an absolute roll. So, look, again, I thought Lino was fantastic for us this series. He bowled his heart out, and at times we let him down in the field, and at times balls just didn't quite go his way. They didn't quite go to hand. But again, Nathan Lyon's been an absolute champion of Australian cricket. He's bowling well. He's creating chances for us in every Test match, and again, I think he's someone that will, bounce back in South Africa. As I said, we're going to go through tough times as a team, and this is going to be one of them. But I think how you be judged is how you bounce back. Again, I think we'll be all looking forward to doing that in South Africa. I'm not sure about his body. I think there might be a few little things going on, but again, I think that's par for the course for those guys. There's always something going on with their bodies. They're very rarely 100%. So again, we're very lucky that they're so durable and can get through so many Test matches for us. And again, I think Starkey's someone who, the way he bowls, he's going to come in for some criticism. He's, when he's on, he is one of the great bowlers you'll see, and at times he doesn't quite get it right, and when that's the case, it doesn't look great. But again, Mitchell Starc's done an amazing job for our Test team over a long period of time, and he'll continue to do so. No, not at the moment, mate, to be honest. I came here today, like I said, to try and win a Test match. Still looking forward to going to South Africa, a big series there. We've got had a goal to make this Test Championship final. I think that's still achievable. So that's a big focus for us and for me in this group.